Hello, I'm John Sinclair. Welcome to the latest edition of the Leicester Music Podcast. Coming up, we'll hear new material and interviews with the Furies and The Fores. And following their excellent gig at the Strawberry Fields Festival, there's music and chat as well with the Tennysons. There's also an interview and songs with another group that appeared at Strawberry Fields. I caught up with the Simpletones after their performance at the Night and Pop Festival. First, though, here's the new track from The Fores. So there's a short piece of Scenes of Yesterday from The Fores. We'll play the whole track very shortly. Let's talk to the band though, because they're here in the studio with me. Let's talk to the singer first of all, and I'll tell you the names. I'm going to forget all the names. So what's your name?
Jamie.
Okay, Jamie, the lead singer. And obviously working on new stuff is exciting. Have you found this process as exciting?
Yeah, it's kind of a real evolution of sound, to be honest. I mean, I didn't really know where we were going with it, and then the moment we put the vocals down and we sat back and listened to it, I was just like, wow, it just blew me away, to be honest. Enjoyed every minute.
And is this kind of a forerunner of a number of new tracks you're going to have as well, do you think?
Yeah, it's certainly opened the doors to quite a few new songs that we've got in the pipeline, so I think this is a real step forward for us, and the sound is just something else. It really is. So a couple of new songs coming up in the ideas for them, and see where they go from there.
And you've been busy gig-wise. You had one in Liverpool over the weekend, so you've been doing quite a few, haven't you?
Well, yeah. I mean, it's quite a few gigs. I mean, I can't really remember much of Liverpool, to be honest. But I mean, it's we know it was a great venue, great gig, and we're just ready to get on the road now. We've got these songs in the line, and we're just ready to gun it. Okay, let's talk to the drummer, whose name is
Dale.
And Dale, has this been exciting? You seem excited as a band, is that right?
Yeah, we are definitely loving the new sort of direction we're going in. We're all working well together and smashing the gigs, and loving it.
And I've actually managed to catch you in rehearsal as well. A nice little venue that you've got there. You make quite a lot of noise as well, don't you?
Yeah, we do. Yeah, I'm not sure whether the locals appreciate it, but it's good music anyway. So.
And the band are drawing together quite well at the moment, aren't they? I think is there a good feeling around the band?
Yeah, yes, definite positive vibe. Yeah, really good feeling. Yeah, we're all getting on well. A few little bits and spats, but no, definitely, yeah.
And you have got a keyboard player. I've never met him. I'm beginning to wonder whether you just made it up, but you do have one.
No, we do. He's he's on loan to us at the minute, so he comes and does a few shows. He's actually touring with UB40 at the minute, so he fits us in when he can. He's a good lad.
Yeah, UB40 actually, I think they're on the Radio 2 playlist at the moment. Actually, they're kind of coming back, aren't they?
Yeah.
So are you ever going to see him again?
Who knows?
I hope so. Okay, Mr. Cool over here.
Hello, Gaz.
Gaz, how are you doing?
I'm great, thanks.
So you're enjoying stuff at the moment. You're gigging in different places, and that's got to be a good thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's great to get out there and just hit new places, really. We could gig to death the local scene, but it's great to get out there and see new faces and hit new people with our music.
And one thing the band have talked about before is, trying to not become more commercial, but trying to change the sound slightly.
Yeah, I mean, it's gone quite easily for us, though. To be fair, we've not had to work too hard on this new sound. It's just come naturally, and it's sounding epic.
I know you're enjoying it as much because I think that's part of it. You've got to try and enjoy it, haven't you?
Oh yeah, definitely. You can tell from the atmosphere in the group at the minute. Everybody's really digging it and getting into it. So yeah.
Digging it. God, I haven't heard that phrase for a while. That's back to the 90s, that one. And we've now got
Liam. How you doing?
Okay, and you look pretty happy.
I'm always happy. Yeah, totally. Yeah, the whole as these guys have just said, the vibe of the camp is fantastic at the moment, and there's a lot of positivity flying around. Everyone's buzzing at the moment, so yeah, it's hard not to be happy.
And we're going to play the whole of this new song. I mean, with the songwriting, is that a kind of a joint effort between the band?
I think absolutely, yeah. Everybody, without question, everybody adds their thing to the song. It is regardless of who sort of comes up with the initial track, everybody puts their thing to it, which is and it sort of starts off individually, perhaps signed off collectively, so it's cool.
And obviously things coming up, you got through the summer now, you've had one or two interesting gigs there, and you're kind of planning ahead, I guess, now, are you?
Yes, we are. Yeah, we're full steam ahead, really. We've put a lot of emphasis and focus into this new sound and stuff, and just trying, because obviously kind of moving from one sort of thing to another is something that we thought would take a lot of effort, but as Gaz said, it's come a lot quicker and easier than what we thought, and we're all loving it, I think, just as much, if not a bit more, than the old sort of style as well. So we've been putting a lot into that, so now it's a case of, right, once we've got the product, which we feel we have, and we're developing, then we can sort of push on and get out there as much as we can.
And that's been mentioned a lot already, hasn't it? Relaxed. I've been to your rehearsal, that seemed quite relaxed and not too much arguing, which is good, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. It's always better that way, sort of thing. Obviously, all the argument we do have has all got humour in it and stuff. It's a band of brothers at the end of the day. We feel very connected with each other, and it's all good. It's all. I think it's because the chemistry in the band kind of makes it that way, sort of thing. I think we've all got individual chemistries and stuff, and I think if you took off the instruments and put us in a pub together, we'd be good friends as well, I think.
Yeah, I've done that with you as well, actually. Less about that. But I suppose as well, it's about working for a future, and obviously recordings and releasing singles and stuff like that and albums is kind of what you're about as well, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, with this new sound, it's as we said about it being an evolution. I mean, we've looked, and that's the direction we want to go, and the recordings that we're coming out with and the songs we're coming out with, we feel that that's the kind of thing that really could get us noticed. I mean, the ultimate goal is just to make it as far as we can. So yeah, I think really we're going the right way with this.
And I guess as well, getting gigs around the country, which is what you're managing to do, is a real plus, because a lot of bands get stuck in kind of Leicester and can't seem to get out of it. Yeah,
I mean, we like to take it outside. I mean, obviously you're gambling with the fact that there might not be many people there, but I mean, we've gone to cities where it's packed out, and it's just been the most fun. And we're finding people coming up to us at the end asking for CDs. I mean, we don't sell CDs anymore. We just kind of give them out because we just find it's much easier just to spread it out there. And people are really digging what we do. And I mean, there's obviously, we've got the stage moves and stuff, people can't resist the gyrating on stage, so well, what can you do? Yeah, or the pirouetting, but I mean, it's all in good fun, and I mean, I personally love being on stage, but yeah, the recordings are, they're vital at the moment.
And gigs coming up. I've just booked you actually for the O2 on the 1st of November, so we may as well mention that. So you've obviously got Glaston Budget audition coming up as well, haven't you?
Yeah, the 18th of October, I think that is. Yeah, so we're going to go down there. I mean, we bring a load of people down and hopefully get back on that, because I tell you what, I mean, that was good fun. That was good fun. That was a good weekend. Yeah, that's at the Shed. So if you want to come down. I mean, we'll be there all night.
Okay, tell us about the track again. We're going to play the whole thing this time, not just a part of it. Just introduce it for us.
Right. Well, this is Scenes Yesterday. This is our latest single. Nobody's really heard it yet outside the circle. So I really, really hope you enjoy it.
Everyone's talking about the scenes of yesterday, when everything good in life caught a plane and flew away. I know they talk, I know exactly what they say. Now everyone's the same old ground. Words are all I say. Lost and lonely, nowhere bound to the scenes of yesterday. I'm cast away now. I'm lost on foreign seas. I need your help now. I'm on my bended knees. It's time I go now. I've got my life to lead. The signs are right now. I know it's time for me, but it's all gonna be just fine. All I need is time. God only knows why I'm here. God only knows why I'm here. All I need is time. Running on the same old ground. Lost and lonely, nowhere bound to the scenes of yesterday. Scenes of
Still to come, music from the Furies and the Tennysons, but here's Leicester's top acoustic act. They're called the Simpletones. This was recorded live at the Night and Pot Festival, and it's a track called My Old Kentucky Home.
Oh, the sun shines bright on my old Kentucky home. 'Tis summer, the people are gay. The corn tops ripe and the meadows in the bloom, while the birds make music all the day, all the day. The young folks row on the little cabin floor, all merry, all happy and bright. By and by, hard times come a knocking at the Kentucky, home far away. Thank you very much.
There you go, that was recorded live at Knighton Park, my old Kentucky home, from the Simpletones. Two of them are with me. Your name is?
Nick.
And?
Ian.
And what a lovely venue.
Yeah, it's brilliant, yeah. It's good job it's a lovely day as well, you know, couldn't ask for better.
And you're multitasking today, not only did you perform, but looking after the sound desk as well.
Well, yeah, Cy and Little Nick run Little and Large Productions, and they're actually doing the sound for all of the acts today. So. And
that's a very suitable name given their sizes, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It is very much based upon their personas as well as. Well, no, that's not fair actually, is it? Because they play. Little Nick has a little persona, but no, not on their personas, but on their physicalities. Yes.
Now, just to step back a bit, because obviously you played at Strawberry Fields and I was there, and you had a fantastic gig there as well with a full tent as well, didn't you?
Yeah, it was. That was really exciting actually. Yeah, and I mean it was. I suppose one of our most successful gigs we've been to, isn't it? Really, in terms of.
The audience was incredible. The audience participation, and it was. I couldn't believe how packed the tent was. You know, at one point people couldn't get in, and it was just incredible. It put us on a high for the whole weekend.
Yeah,
it really did.
I'm sure it did. But how much rehearsing do you get to do? I mean, I sing in a choir once a year for a local church, and that takes enough practice. So, how often do you practice?
Well, we usually meet around about 2 times a week. Plus the fact that Simon runs the Lancaster Community Choir, and I'm a member of that as well. So I sing 3 times a week, and then any gigs on top of that.
How did you find each other in the first place?
Well, Cy actually runs the Lancaster Community Choir, and me and Little Nick have been musician partners, friends, you know, whatever you want to call it, for years, and we decided to go to the choir, and we met Ian, and we got friendly with Cy, and then he just suggested a barbershop quartet. We didn't think anything would come of it, and then about half a year later we all decided to meet up. It was originally 5 members, but then it became 4 after a while, but yeah, it was really due to the community choir.
And Lancaster School got a bit of a famous reputation for a certain choir master going and do a TV programme there, of course.
Simon, of course. Yeah. You're not Gareth. No, well, that was the whole. I mean, the thing was, I mean, that's how I got involved. My son went from Avenue up to Lancaster the year after Gareth Malone had left, and he then joined the choir that Simon and carried on basically after Mr. Malone had gone, and then Simon said, I'm going to do a community choir. My son told my wife said, right, that's it, you're coming as well. And I had done some singing, operatic singing in the past.
Yeah, so, and I could tell.
I dropped out of it, you see, for about 5 years, and she said, right, that's long enough, we're all going to go as a family. So we went en famille, and that's how we started to get to know. It was about a year after that it then developed.
You would have looked good in ZZ Top though with that beard though, wouldn't you?
Oh dear, now yes.
Don't tell him that.
No,
It'll
you see,
build his ego up.
Yeah, no, it's not. Well, it would do if you look, you know, Billy Gibbons and. Only Frank Beard has a small beard, and unfortunately, compared to the others,
you need to grow it a bit more.
It falls out. It doesn't get any longer than this.
Well, let's get back to this festival here. I mean, good turnout today. I think they're trying to build. They're thinking about 2 days. I think next year. But you're pretty pleased with it?
Definitely, yeah. It's incredible. Much bigger than I thought it was actually. Obviously, I walked from the other end of Knighton Park and came in, and it was just. The size incredible, it really is.
And you got the Paradigms playing later, and that's always a good band to have on here, isn't it?
Oh yeah, no, the drummer just came up to me and introduced himself. We're really looking forward to it. Seen him before, and it'll be a great gig, I'm sure. You know.
Okay, just break for a minute. Listen to I can play you about 25 seconds of this, otherwise I might be in trouble. This is a Bastille song. You may notice it. So a bit of Bastille there. What enticed you to try and do that song?
Well, actually, I mean, I just do what Simon tells me to do, really. That's terrible, isn't it? But, I mean, yes, the Simpletones is 3 musicians and then me. But no, I think we want to keep the music up to date. I mean, if people say, oh, there's an a cappella band, last night we went to a gig out in Scraptoff. They got a Frisbee festival going. I mean, as in throw Frisbee festival going on. And apparently people said, oh, what's a cappella and stuff like that. And if you start singing, you know, old style barbershop all the time, you know, people are going to maybe switch off a bit, especially for the younger generation. So it's nice to keep a cappella fresh, you know, and bring out something a bit different. It catches people's imagination.
It's something for everybody. I mean, The Lion Sleeps Tonight, you got that in as well today.
Yeah, I mean, one thing we're trying to do is sort of, obviously in America, barbershop is very popular. Unfortunately, less so here in Britain. So one thing that, obviously, we've all got a passion for what we do. One thing we'd like to do would be to bring barbershop to mainstream in Britain. And one thing, like the only way to do that really is to keep your music up to date and obviously offer something for everyone. So obviously they'll almost humour us in a way when we play the barbershop stuff.
Which Bastille song was it?
Pompeii.
That's right, let's have another 30 seconds or so.
We were caught up and lost in all of our vices. Many days fell away with nothing to show, and the walls came tumbling down in the city that we love.
Yeah, it's a good song, that one, isn't it, as well? But like you say, it's trying to appeal to everybody, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, Simon is a very talented man, a very talented young man, and I mean, he's done a great version of Adele's Skyfall as well, which we sing, and you know, it's really nice to be able to sing it because you know it's good. And when you're singing along and you know getting into it, you get it really takes off, and it's largely down to Simon's talent as well.
And of course, I was on stage with you at Sing for Water earlier this year, and I was actually standing next to Simon at the back singing with him, which I say was a bit scary, but it's good to be involved in those sort of charity events too.
Oh, definitely. I mean, we originally started the Simpletones just a bit of fun, and then obviously we started doing a few charity gigs, and then just developed from there. And charity work, I mean, we did a crumbling cookie gig, didn't we? Last December, was it?
Yeah.
And we raised a lot of money for the Bodie Hodges Foundation. It was
Bodie
incredible.
Hodges, and obviously Loris for the community choir does the Christmas at St James the Greater.
Yeah.
Every Christmas we're always there. So you know we're there, but in the community choir.
And are you pretty well booked up most of the time? Are you fairly busy?
We're not doing too badly lately, are we? They've certainly fill up. Yes, it has started to fill up.
Anyway,
but we're always available if people want to. You never know. Try your luck.
Yeah, definitely in the last year. It's
Okay,
been.
well, very nice to talk to you. Let's go out with another 30 seconds or so of the Bastille song. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you.
Thank you
Thanks
very
a lot,
much.
John.
How am I gonna be optimistic about this? Hey, hey, oh, hey, oh, 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 hey, oh.
The wonderful vocal talent of the Simpletones there, as heard at the Knighton Park Festival. Let's move on now to a band who we haven't seen new material from for some time. It's the Furies, and this is a song from them, a new one called War in the City.
My goodness, you have a way
So, War in the City from the Furies, and it's a long time since I've spoken to Neil and Alex. Neil, when was it? Last year sometime, wasn't it?
Probably about a year and a half ago.
Was it that
when
long?
I started this album? It's a long time ago. But yeah, it's been definitely been a while, but it's good to be back.
I've been playing tracks from your last recording some time ago, but why is it taking so long to get stuff down, would you say?
Well, one of the main problems is me and Alex keep kicking people out of the band. But we're back together now with a good lineup, and I think it's just, for a lot of bands, juggling work and recording is very difficult, especially when you do it all yourself. And I know I've struggled for time just to mix it and master it and all that sort of stuff. But we're finally getting there now, hopefully.
So the band lineup has changed significantly then, has it?
Yeah, we've now got Joe Connor on guitar. You might know him from Beneath the Lights, actually.
Yeah, I do.
Great guitarist, and he's also contributed to songwriting as well, so it's been a big help, and some of the mixing. So, but other than that, the lineup's the same as last time. We've still got Matt on bass. He just kind of turns up and does his thing. And then, but that's it. It's going well at the minute.
And Alex, I guess it's about trying to get some momentum again now, is it?
Yeah, well, when we got rid of the last guitarist, there was a long time when they're trying to get someone new, and we did auditions, and they went a bit. I think we had about 5 or 6 people coming in, and Joe was the one that stood out. And then since we've got him in now, it's been pushing forward, writing new songs, and just trying to get the CD done, get more done, and get back out there. I think so.
I guess people have been quite keen for you to see you come back as well, because when you've been out off the scene for a while and you've got a decent reputation, I guess people are hounding you a bit, are they?
Yeah, I'd say they would actually, and especially because we've got new songs as well. When they come to see us now, they're not seeing the same as what they used to see. They're seeing brand new stuff, and it's taken a different direction to what the last CD has. So yeah, I think they're looking forward to it.
And you've got a launch gig coming up, and I would tell people about that in just a moment. But you're keen to get out there again, I would think, now after being locked in the studio for a while.
Definitely, it's frustrating just sitting there and listening to all the new songs, because we've held back playing them as well, because we want to sort of save it for the launch. So we're still ploughing through the old songs at gigs. So it's going to be exciting at the launch, I think, just to play the CD in its entirety and show everyone the new songs that we've got that we like so much.
And I guess ideally you want to get the songs out there as much as possible. So trying to get gigs around the country is not that easy either, is it?
Really difficult. I mean, I send out loads of emails and stuff, but the way the promoter sort of scene is at the minute is they always say you've either got to bring so many people, 30 people, to completely different town from Leicester, or you've got to be a local band. But we're going to keep plugging away and see if the CD can help us get some better gigs away from Leicester.
I mean, I've been to Strawberry Fields, I've been to Glaston Budget, quite a lot of local bands on there, and I guess you kind of missed out on that because you've been, finishing off the record.
Yeah, it's a shame because we played Glaston Budget before, and we were looking forward to playing it again. For some reason, we didn't manage to get on this time, but then since that is when we've had the band change, and it's been working to get the band sound a lot tighter and a lot better before we started gigging again. Strawberry Fields, I'd have loved to have played there. I really would really like to have played there because I went a couple of years ago myself, and it's a great festival. But again, unfortunately, we didn't manage to get onto that one this year. So hopefully next year will be the one.
But it's about promoting the record as much as you can by doing gigs in Leicester and around here. Just tell us about the launch night again.
So we've booked the Upstairs at Firebug on the 21st of September, and we've got some great bands playing. Slow Motion have just been played all over the radio at the moment, and I think it's their first gig.
Yeah.
So that'll be a good one for us to start off the night. We've got a band from Sheffield coming called the Monday Club, who are a great sort of rock and roll band. Another band called Layers, who I must admit I haven't seen before, but I've been told they're brilliant as well. So it's a jam-packed night of great music, and it's free entry as well. So there's no real excuse for people, hopefully, not to come. And we're hoping to fill it up and just have a great night.
Are you pretty happy with the music that you produce here? I mean, would you see it as always most bands want to see it as a progression, don't they?
Well, I really like it because I personally think we've gone a bit heavier. We've gone a bit more sort of rocky, and it's good and bad in a way that we're maybe a little bit less commercial, but it's more sort of the music that we grew up listening to and what we actually really like. Whereas before, we like the old stuff as well, but now it's a bit more hard-edged and a bit more sort of in your face, and we like that.
I think it's a bit more grown up now that we've matured. As a band, we've matured. I've played a couple of the songs to my brothers, just so I can get another opinion other than the band, and they've all said that it's probably some of the best stuff that we've came out with, like, since we've started. They say they can tell that we've matured and grew as a band, and we've got a lot tighter, and the song structures are a lot better than what they were. They said the other ones were good, but they think these were going in the right direction. That's what I've been told.
But obviously trying to get plays where you can on radio, and then getting other bands to hear it, because I talk to a lot of local bands, and getting a support gig of a bigger band is an ideal scenario for somebody like yourself, isn't it?
Yeah, to support a decent venue, decent bands where you can get more people coming to watch you, so you can get more of a following, because we give out the thing that gets me down sometimes is you'll go to a gig, you'll see people, they'll come up and tell you that you're really good, but then sometimes you don't see them again. Sometimes you will, sometimes you don't. So we give out the CDs, and again, you get a couple of things on, like, the social media, people telling you that it's good and it's not, and not that it's not that it's good, and then again you'll never see them or hear from them again. But I think to play to a bigger audience where there's definitely going to be more people there, I think you've got more of a chance of that.
Okay, tell us about the next track. The first song we played, just tell us about that. I mean, what's the inspiration behind that?
War in the City it's the only song that I've ever written with, I'd say, proper meaning, with stuff that's going on. That's in a way, it's like a political kind of song, just about how everything's pretty much messed up. People are blaming each other for everything. Like, one person saying this happens, the other people are saying no, that's not happening, and it's basically just me saying how the world's gone to pot, really, and everyone's just arguing with each other. Death Valley, which is the other song, I went to Death Valley last year. It was just incredibly hot, and just the whole surroundings were surreal, so I just thought I'd want to remember it, so I thought I'd write a song about it. So
it's the newest song that we've wrote as well, and it's the first song where we've got other input apart from me and Alex. Joe's actually wrote a riff for it, and it's we decided to call the album Death Valley because it's like the most up-to-date sort of representation of us now.
Okay, well, great to see you again. Look forward to seeing you 21st of September. You want to plug that again?
Yeah, hopefully you can all come on the 21st of September, and you can check us out on Facebook at facebook.com/FuriesUK. If you go on there, all the details are on there.
Okay, don't leave it so long before we do the next interview. Another year and a half.
Hope not.
Okay, thanks very much for coming in. Cheers.
Thanks, John.
Thank you.
Sweat drip
Furies there, and one of their new tracks called Death Valley. Finally, on this edition of the Leicester Music Podcast, it's a band I saw at Strawberry Fields Festival, the Tennysons. And before we hear from them, here's a song of theirs called New Found Glory.
You're proud of the glory you found. Are you scared to tell as you pie the crowd? Tip of your tongue as your mouth runs right out. War hides behind a stellar disguise. See, you like to express you're the king of the scene. Well, if only our band was as high as your jeans, but we don't know your name, never seen your face. Would you sell your soul? You struggle for fame. See, we ain't got a clue what you're talking about. Another song about a bird you can't live without, and you're fixated on making an impression on your silhouette. You're screaming adolescence in your dream. Who's set free? Set free to wannabes. Your little songs, yeah, they don't have no meaning. Your revolution does not ring true. I've heard your noise and it's just not feeling. I have to admit I feel sorry for you. We used to sing a song about New York City. We know one day you will come unstuck. You say yourself in your newfound glory, flicking through a brochure from Thomas Cook. Express you're the king of the scene. Well, if only our band was the size of jeans, but we don't know your face, never seen your name. Would you sell your soul? You struggle for fame. See, we ain't got a clue what you're talking about. Another song about a bird you can't live without, and you're fixated on making an impression on your silhouette, screaming adolescence in your dream. We set free. Set free to wannabes. Your little songs, yeah, they don't have no meaning. Your revolution does not ring true. I've heard your noise and it's just not feeling. I have to admit I feel sorry for you. You sing a song about New York City. We know one day you will come unstuck. You say yourself in your newfound glory, flicking through a brochure from Thomas Cook. Set free. Set free to wannabes. Your little songs, yeah, they don't have no meaning. Your revolution does not ring true. I've heard your noise and it's just not feeling. I have to admit I feel sorry for you. You sing a song about New York City. We know one day you will come unstuck. You say yourself in your newfound glory, flicking through a brochure from Thomas Cook.
There you go, that's Newfound Glory from the Tennysons, who have got a couple of gigs coming up in the near future. And I'm sure that Ryan and Max will tell us about that. But welcome to the studio. And obviously, having seen you at Strawberry Fields, first of all, it's a gig you look to have enjoyed quite a lot, I think.
Yeah, we'd had a few beers, didn't we, beforehand?
Yeah.
You have to get yourself ready, didn't you? But yeah, we got a good weekend all together, really, wasn't it?
It was a brilliant weekend, yeah.
Yes, does that kind of help with you having a few beers before? But you were on quite late, let's be honest. You were on about 9 o'clock, so you'd probably been there quite a long time. Is that kind of the excuse?
I think.
Yeah, we usually have excuses, don't we? Every gig for it, but
yeah,
we don't have too many. We have a few to get ourselves in a bit of a mood for it. Like, the crowd seems to like it. We have a bit of a laugh on stage and that, don't we?
Yeah, it's always the case when we're playing late. We end up a bit too drunk, but it don't matter.
As long as we can still play, we're all right.
Especially at festivals as well, actually. But you look to have enjoyed it, and you had a good crowd as well, and you've kind of built that over a period of time. I mean, obviously the word's got around a bit, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has. Yeah, the last since we started, really, the first gig we did, we got about 200 people in a pub called the Abbey near Abbey Park, like. And we've got about 200, a bit of a surprise really, but we've never looked back really. We've always got a good crowd. Most headline gigs we do, we get a big crowd. And it seems to be quite a few new faces as well recently, which is obviously always a good sign.
And you made a bit of an impact when you started. Does it how do you look back on kind of how things begun and how things have moved on?
We've had a couple of drummers since as well, so a few lineup changes, and I think we're about right now, aren't we? We're all set. We all get on really well with each other. Gigs are getting better. We get a lot more songs now, better songs, tighter as a band. I think it's just going in the right direction, isn't it?
It's getting easier for all of us really. Just even like when Ben joined the band, within the first week, I think we did a gig with him, and it was near enough perfect.
Right on, wasn't it?
And then that's it. It's just grown from there.
I think we just learning the trade a bit. We're getting better at our instruments, getting how live gig works and stuff like that. Just learning the trade really.
And the songwriting is pretty much down to you, Ryan, isn't it?
Yeah, that's my job. Yeah.
With others kind of putting input in at the recording stages when the others might offer a few suggestions. Is that how it works?
Yeah, it's just usually I write I write most of them on an acoustic guitar at home when I'm sitting in my bedroom, and then I'll go show it them at practice, and we all get our parts down, and then if they like it, they'll usually say and add little bits what they think should be put to it, and then we'll just usually record it, don't we?
Yeah.
And you tend to write about down-to-earth type of stuff. Is that kind of your raison d'être? Is that kind of what you like to do?
Yeah, you have to write about what you know, don't you, really? Else it's a bit fake, I think. You have to write about what you've experienced and what your life's like, don't you? So, yeah, just write about observations, really, and stuff like that, what I see around me, and stuff about work or going out with your mates, about women.
All that sort. Of course, you've got to write about that, haven't you?
Exactly, yeah.
Absolutely. I'm just reading here. You did a feature, I think, with Arts in Leicestershire a little while ago when you were actually Kasabian were kind of the headline act on that night, the Kasabian tribute act. You remember that some years ago, was it?
Yeah, a couple of years ago now, wasn't it? I think we brought most people there. There was about. If you took our crowd away, there'd been about 3 people there, so it was a bit of a rowdy one as well.
It was a family. I think the family turned up for that, didn't they?
Yeah, a lot of our mates, and family and friends. When we first started, I think that was our 3rd gig or something like that.
Yeah, it weren't far into it, was it?
Yeah, I think that's kind of what happens with new bands. Isn't it? You get the family involved, and then you're trying to build up a fan base.
Yeah.
Do you think you've done that now in a way? Are you looking to build on it, of course?
Yeah, you're always looking to build on it. I think with Leicester, we've got a massive fan base now, haven't we? Really?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's people always constantly texting, ringing you up. When's your next gig? When's your next gig? It's mad. There's loads of different groups of people as well, which you wouldn't expect. Like people from where I went to school, absolutely hate this kind of music, but they've come out of listening to the rubbish hardcore and house music and getting into the bands and that.
We get all sorts of people, don't we? Football lads. Punks, just general music people.
And is that kind of your influences? Is that where your influences come from, like the Clash and things like that? Do you think?
Yeah, it's just anything like that. Really, we go on a lot of scooter rallies, like on the old Lambrettas and Vespers.
Yeah, the mod scene.
Yeah,
type of thing.
That sort of stuff. And they play a lot of punk music there, a lot of ska, skinhead reggae, stuff like that. We're into a lot of things really, aren't we? Northern soul.
Loads of different influences. It might not show in the music so much, but there is. Like even the way some people play an instrument or anything,
we listen to a lot of stuff, get a lot of ideas, don't we?
And what I noticed about your gig at Strawberry Fields was the interaction with the audience was very good as well. And I guess with the influences you're talking about, that's going to happen anyway, isn't it? You want that interaction with the audience.
you want to have a laugh. People remember it a bit more, I think, as well. We just enjoy it, don't we? Enjoy ourselves, and that's what it's all about at the end of the day.
And you've got a couple of gigs coming up, one in Colville and one at the Scholar Bar at Leicester Uni. You're playing at the Stibston New Inn on the 14th of September. Have you played there before?
No. I know the bloke who owns it is a good friend from years ago. And, he just said, what are you doing for your birthday? So, do you want to do a gig here? So I said, yeah, go on then. So now we've got a few DJs on there with us and we're playing. Ryan's little brother Jake, he's playing on acoustic on his own.
It's on all day, isn't it?
It's just going to go on all day, so we'll see what happens.
First one he's organised as well. He realises how hard it is.
So you've got to control your drinking then if you're going to be in a pub all day.
Yeah, I should imagine so. Yeah, I might have to turn the beer off for a bit.
And then obviously you got the Scholar Bar the end of September the 28th, and that's a good venue. I've put a few acts on there myself, so it's
we've
good
played
venue,
there a
that.
few times.
Yeah, it's a good, really
always
good venue.
been good. Sound engineers absolutely brilliant.
Yeah,
there.
he is.
Every time I've played there, I've loved it. And
Yeah, really good sound system.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's a big headline gig for us as well. We try to do one every 3 months or so, and this is where we get the big crowd. So hopefully we'll get 200 plus again at this one.
Yeah, because I'm putting on gigs there every month. But hey, somebody's got there before me, so I can't book you. But you're there. That's a good thing. I can come along and just enjoy myself. So that'll be quite good.
Have a few beers with us.
Yeah, indeed. I can't drink as well as I used to. I'm not as young as I used to be. Anyway, we've had Newfound Glory. We're going to play another track from your... Is this a CD that's kind of available out now, is it?
No, that's a bit of a mixture. Like we're open to get an album out probably next year, early next year sort of time. We're just recording for that at the minute. But we've got an EP out called Fortune Favours the Brave.
Mm-hmm.
I think we've actually sold out of it.
Yeah.
But we'll get some more done soon. So if anyone wants one, check a Facebook page and we'll be happy to send one over.
Okay, tell us about this song called Surveillance that we're going to play then.
It's about the cameras at my work.
Oh, is it?
All day long, yeah. Boss looking out the window. One of them ones, so. Just your head in, like. So.
You're kind of conscious of it, are you?
Yeah, it's looking straight at you. So.
The Big Brother thing.
Yeah, it is, yeah. It's a bit like George Orwell's book, isn't it?
It is indeed. Okay, well, thanks for coming in. Look forward to seeing you again live. Really enjoyed watching you at Strawberry Fields anyway.
Cheers, mate.
So we'll be in touch, all right. Here's Surveillance then from the Tennysons.
In line will state his case. Remove these shackles before our waypoint fades. Sure, I can see the epitome of pride of place. This candidate takes aim for a point blank range. A quicker finger should pull the trigger, the bullet will fly. Break these schemes, backward regimes will crash down. All aboard the ship that's raised in peace of mind. We'll set out to find some common ground. Already seen everywhere we've been, staring at the surveillance cameras. Your life is fixated but not satisfied. Do you still want more 1984? Raiding through your mind forever. Let's pick a book and climb to the front this time. I'll treasure the day that you fall down from your high horse. Caught armed in the midst of the firing line. No room for ambition, no making decision, no changing course. Thoughts will engage, but they'll cease to entwine. Already seen everywhere we've been, staring at the surveillance cameras. Your life is fixated but not satisfied. Do you still want more 1984? We're radiant through your mind forever. Let's jump the gun, climb to the front this time.
Excellent stuff from the Tennysons there, completing this edition of the Leicester Music Podcast. Any feedback or comments are welcome. Just email me at johnsinclair32@yahoo.co.uk.